Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. What we have here is a 2009 Poulan Pro 21-inch cut. I had sold this to a customer of mine maybe 2 years ago. So I got it back. I said it wasn't starting. He uses this high wheel unit to cut the grass around the edge of his lake. He's got a zero turn, which he doesn't want to get close to the lake and go for a swim. He uses this 21-inch pusher to get around the edge without swimming. So I ended up taking the carb off and the tank, cleaned up the tank, and rebuilt the carburetor, which is simple. All it is a diaphragm, like so. It's a rubber gasket with a paper gasket. I'll give you part numbers here in a minute. But I buy these in 10 packs. If you buy a single kit, you can get them for a couple bucks on Fleabay. If you look around, there's sellers that'll sell you an air filter, spark plug, the primer bulb. You get a little kit. Like this bulb here is showing some wear. If you buy a kit, you can get some extra goodies for under 10 bucks. So these are held on by 2 bolts, 10 millimeter on the outside of the tank, and this is a half-inch drive where it attaches to the block. Once you remove these two, your linkage here and then the spring, you remove that and the whole tank and carburetor come off. You can see I patched this one up. It had some pinholes. This will be a candidate for the red coat. Here's a tank I just recently red coated. It had a couple of pinholes here and here. So this red coat will seal those pinholes. 6 Phillips head screws hold the carburetor down. Once those come off, you're exposing the tank and the internals. Your little sump here, pickup sump, you want to make sure that's clean. No debris or water, dirt that gets trapped in here. You don't want a dirty sump. So I like to make a diaphragm sandwich. I reuse the old paper gasket when I remove the old diaphragm setup. What you want to do is put paper down first, the rubber diaphragm on top, and then another paper diaphragm. You want to make a sandwich: paper, rubber, and then paper again on top, and then put your carburetor down and tighten up the 6 Phillips heads. It creates a nice seal. Over time, these plastic carburetors can dry out and warp. So when you have that sandwich, it takes up the air, any air gaps or any irregularities in the plastic. It makes a nice tight seal. If you possibly just use the gasket and the paper, you'll have gas sweeping out of the edge of the plastic here. If you got weepage, you need to go with the sandwich. The cameraman's screwing this up. Here's a couple of numbers for the diaphragm. kits. There's probably 5 or 6 different numbers. You can use any of these two and you'll get a hit on Fleabay or the big Jungle Company. So once your carburetor's rebuilt, put a little gas in it while the unit's off the carburetor and prime it. And you'll see some gas shooting out of the backside of the carburetor. You want to make sure your primer's working before you put it all back together. It makes it easier to rectify with the tank and carb off. So put half a tank of gas in there with it off and start priming it. You'll push air for the first couple of pushes, and then by the third or fourth push you're going to feel some resistance and the gas is going to blast towards the rear of the carburetor. Then you know you got a good priming system. Just to save yourself heartache, put it all back together again and you don't have any priming action. To remove the priming bulb, there's 2 tabs on either side. You depress the tabs, pull out the inner rubber primer bulb, and then the white plastic ring there secures it to the base of the side of the carburetor, plastic carburetor. Those come off easy. You can buy those. I buy them in 10 packs. Okay, so this is wrapped up. The 2009 Poulan Pro is ready to go. I'm going to take a run out, deliver this to my customer. I think he'll be happy with the reconditioning I did on it. Hope you kids and cadets have a great day today. Please like and subscribe if you like these videos where I'm dealing with junk on 4 wheels. Have a good day. Tip your waitress and wait staff.